By a 2-to-1 ruling, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has said that Proposition 8 in California violates the Due Process and Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution, and it is ruled against. So gay marriage can be allowed in the state of California. But, of course, the proponents of Prop 8 will petition and appeal. They could appeal to a full Ninth Circuit panel. It was just a 3-person decision in this case. That's how it usually works. Or they can appeal to the Supreme Court. It would be shocking if they did not continue to appeal the case. And meanwhile, as they do so, the ruling will not go into effect yet. The lower court ruling had ruled the same way, but that also had not gone into effect in California. So right now, you cannot get married if you're gay in California. The courts say that you will be allowed to at some point, but their decision cannot be executed yet because it remains in court according to these rulings. Okay, so that's where the law stands right now. Now, why? Why did they rule in this direction? Well, they basically said that there were no real reasons presented that would override the equal protection of gay Americans being held to the same standards as straight Americans. That's the whole point of the Equal Protection Clause. And that your rights, including your right to get married, cannot be taken away without due process. So you can't just say, I don't like gay people, I want to take away their rights that other Americans get to enjoy. As you can't say, I don't really like Asians or blacks, and I'm not going to let them get married to other folks or name it. And now this is as old as our Constitution, protecting minority rights. In fact, it's a huge part of our Constitution, part of the Constitution that the conservatives hate and don't like to talk about. If you ask the conservatives, the only thing the Constitution says is you have a right to bear arms. No, you read the rest of it and it says, hey, you know what? Sometimes the minorities within a country, and they don't have to be ethnic minorities, any minority percentage of the population must be protected from the rule of the majority. So now in California, they say, whoa, what are you talking about? We voted on Prop 8 and said we didn't want gay marriage. That's it. That's the end of the question. We're in a democracy. No, in a liberal democracy, and I don't mean liberal as in progressive, but as in the institution, in a liberal democracy, that's not how it works. Minority rights are also protected. A majority cannot agree to crush the minority, no matter what they are. So that should be fundamental. Anybody can understand that. It's not like in Germany, hey, well, you know what? They voted for the Nazi party, so I guess that's it. They can do whatever they want to the Jews. No, if you're in a real liberal democracy, that's not how it works. The rights of the minority are protected. And that is exactly what they are saying in the Ninth Circuit right now. And let me just do a bit of a summary for you guys that Think Progress had, which I thought was pretty good. The court rules that Proposition 8 serves no purpose and has no effect other than to lessen the status and dignity of gays and lesbians in California, and to officially reclassify their relationship and families as inferior to those of opposite-sex couples. And obviously, that is not permissible. And then there are many elements to the ruling, but I want to share one other one with you. The people may not employ the initiative power to single out a disfavored group for unequal treatment and strip them without legitimate justification of a right as important as the right to marry. Now, it's fairly indisputable, because the thing is, you have to come up with a real reason, and that's why I said there, it serves no, Proposition 8 serves no purpose and has no effect other than to discriminate. You have to come up with a reason to discriminate that makes sense, that gets somehow trumps the Equal Protection Clause and the due process portion of our Constitution. And of course they can't do that, because their only argument is, I don't know, I think my God said so. My God said so, and we had a vote is not good enough in our form of government.